Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today we have this 2007 Lexus IS250. This also applies to the 350s. We're going to be replacing the rear shocks on this. I'll be showing you guys how to do that and what tools are needed. So yeah, let's get right into it.
Alright, so first we start by removing the rear wheels. You want to jack the vehicle up with the jack. And then once you remove the wheel, I'll show you where to put the jack stand. This is I think a 21 millimeter socket. And then, so if it has a lock here, you want to take the lock off first. This way, if you take the other ones off, it'll put most of the pressure on this lock and it's a little tougher to take off. You want to do it first. Alright guys, so we're going to show you where I usually like to put the jack stand when I'm working in the back here. I like to put it here in this rear subframe mounting point here, so and just kind of turn it so this arm doesn't go away, give you more space. Alright, so that should be a good spot here. And as you can see here, the lighting kind of sucks in this area, but this shock is very greasy, right? And it's leaking, so that's a telltale sign of when to replace these shocks. I mean, when you sit in the back, the car sits real low, so that's another telltale sign. But all we're gonna have to do to get the shock out, we're gonna have to take this liner off, 10 millimeters. There's 12 millimeter bolts behind here. We'll lift this up, you'll see those later. And then you mounting bolts on top, 14 millimeter. And then actually just down here, underneath, we'll get a better angle later. But underneath here, at the bottom, there's 2 bolts. Get those out, and that's and then the bottom bolt at the knuckle here, and then we're pretty much good after that. So cool. So in the back in the trunk, make sure you get the the guest belongings out of the trunk and put them somewhere nice and safe. You want to take the top liner off. It's real easy. Make sure you get the connector off first, and then just pull it out. Has 2 clips, and then you don't need to take these screws out. All you got to do is pull the liner from the top over here out this way and fold it so you get this nice good view for the back on both sides. So I've already loosened these up here. I actually like taking these entirely off because we won't need them anymore. And this is a 14 millimeter. I use an impact with a swivel because the gun sometimes is too big. And we're gonna be this is all we're gonna do here for now. We'll come back once we put the new shock. Alright, so when we're right here, there's which is a 19 with a nut in the back, 19 millimeter with a nut in the back. I've already loosened it. I have this trick here. If it doesn't come out, you get a wrench, open wrench, and put there, and you pull back as you spin. And it helps you get that out nice and easy. Alright, so there's that tension. We're going to be removing this one here at the bottom of the knuckle. Alright, so then use that same trick here. Alright, so that's loose. The only thing being held here now, so this should be loose. Oh, actually, we gotta take the two bolts off here, but the only thing holding this here now is this sway bar link here. That's, I believe, a 12 millimeter nut and long screw you take off on this side. There's a level sensor here on this side. On the other side, there is no level sensor, so just be careful with this, guys. You don't want to break this, okay? All right, so over here, you can't really see it, but behind here, there's a nut. Oh, there's 2 nuts right there. Those are 12 millimeter nuts. I took the 3 10 millimeter nuts to get this liner up like this. You just fold it, get a nice long extension. Get that out of there. Get that out of there. So this shock is completely loose now. It should be. Yeah. And so everything is loose. All I like to do is grab my foot, right? And then use it to kind of just pry that down. And then bring this shock up. And it should just like kind of wiggle out of it like this. And the same way we're taking this out, and the same way we're gonna be putting the new one in. Alright. Alright guys, so we're gonna be using TRQ aftermarket parts to replace this shock here. We got the fully loaded already with the spring. That way we don't have to bother about swapping that over. So yeah guys,
I'm gonna put this in exactly how I said. We're good, the same way we took it out. So just gonna put it in there, and then I'll show you guys how like I align these different bushings and stuff. I know people have trouble with that, so we'll make it easy. All right, so once you have the shock seated in place, you can, with the pressure of it keeping it up, you can easily come here on your own and now tying these bolts to hand, and then hand tying. So you don't need two people to come do this for you. You know, like I'll show you over here. Right, so the shock is in its spot, and the control arm here down here is keeping it up. So once you put it here, it's easy for you to do your work up in the top. So yeah, so now we're just gonna like align all these holes, right, like where they go, and it's easy. You just gotta like, I like to use my foot. Maybe I'm a little more flexible than most, but yeah, just kind of like use a pry bar if you need to help you leverage easier, but it shouldn't be too hard, right? There you go. Put that nut on the other side. Honestly, Toyota, Lexus, some of the easiest cars to work on. Even the nuts and bolts, like tighten and loosen really easily. I love that. Yeah. We actually put this once we get higher. So now we're going to be using a jack here to help us push this up, align it here, and align it there. All right, so here, this problem a lot of people come along. This one right here, aligning this into this, right? So what I like to do is get yourself the longest pry bar that you have available. I don't have much space here, so I have a short bar here. And then this is when you're by yourself. So at the same time, you have to jack it up while you're prying this way, like this, right? Okay. So just take a good look at. Right. So after that, I think you should be good to like tap it with a hammer. Okay, yeah, so it just needs to be pushed up more. Like a pin to align it. Got these pliers nearby, so let's put this. Just align it enough for you to put that screw in there. Hey, what's going on? What's up? All right, so once you get that lined up, you can get this screw from the back in. Don't forget to put that nut on here. And then so after this, all you gotta tighten up is this here, this here, this here. The nuts up top, the mounting in the trunk, and then that's practically it. We got the two nuts that go on the shock here, and then just put the liner back up and then clean up the trunk. So, and that's it. That's it, guys. This is it. Put the wheel back on. Bring it down. You guys got it. Yeah, and then just make sure you tighten the nuts at top and mounting inside the trunk again. So thanks for watching, everyone. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, leave some comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.